Okay, Christy, thank you for coming, and thank you for coming to the show with Mousie. I've been following you on social media, Facebook, and I later learned that you were on Instagram as well. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell us more about you so we can get your message out.
Okay. Well, my name is Christy, Christy Dunn. I am most popularly known for the Facebook group What to Do in Knoxville - the Urban Angle. The shortcut to that is WTDIK. So if you're searching for us on Facebook, that'll get you there at WTDIK.
Okay.
But yes, I'm just a girl who has tried to explore the city and turn people on to the fact that there is something to do here. So ultimately, that's kind of my passion and how I've started kind of branding myself on social media, is people just know me as the girl that be everywhere, and gonna have some kind of recap video when I come back.
Cool. Are you from Knoxville?
I am. I am from the Farragut area of Knoxville. Okay. So that's where I went to high school. Mm-hmm. And you know, sometimes being from that side of town, you can almost feel like you're a little detached from the rest of the city. And so,
well, Farragut is its own city.
Yes, it is its own county. So, yeah, because you can feel detached, you want to know, especially as a Black person, it's like, okay, what is Black Knoxville? What does that look like? You know, what are the people interested in? Where are the people? You also get to see that surprisingly, there's more people in the Farragut and West Knoxville area that look like us than what a lot of people know about. So I just felt like I got to see both sides. Like, okay, I see the West Knoxville crew, you know, let me get to know the East Knoxville crew, what's going on in South and North Knoxville. And I don't know, I just started, I love me a good, you know, video, here's what I'm doing for the weekend, or here's what I got going on. And so I just noticed that my stories were popping. People were constantly inboxing me, where was this? When was that? Where are you at?
So how are you getting your leads? I mean, how do you find out?
I was intentional about it at first. Because regardless of what side of town you're on, everybody knows the narrative that there's nothing to do around here. So I just thought, I don't know, I want to see what there is to do. So I was just intentional about it. I'm checking out the events tab on Facebook to see what anybody has created an event for. Got kind of hip to the people that were event planners and constantly having things. So I just kind of knew who to follow and knew where to kind of look, and I'll just go from there. And I don't know about everything, which is why I started the group.
Do people inbox you to let you know what's going on, just to keep you updated, or ask you to advertise for them?
Yes, they do.
Promote their thing?
They do. But what I want to say is I started the group as a way to centralize the information that I was finding out. But I don't know everything. I don't see everything. I don't see every post, hear about every event. So the good thing about the group is that you don't need me to share the message.
Right.
As long as you follow the rules, then join the group and share the information.
Gotcha.
So I can't be everywhere. I can't see everything. So I certainly, you know, as the admin, I like to just keep up with things on the back end, keeping the spam out, keeping the scammers out, keeping out the people who break the rules. But other than that, I need everybody's help to get the word out about what's going on.
Okay. Well, I also noticed that you are a manager.
Yes.
Well, tell us a little more about your son and what's going on.
Yeah, you know, they call me the Black Kris Jenner. But no, I am a momager, which Kris Jenner coined that phrase. Okay. But I do help manage my son's music career. So that has been a lot of fun. I think we've been doing that now for about 7 years.
Wow.
And it has been a journey, and we've seen a lot of things, and we've made a lot of mistakes and made a lot of really good decisions. So I think we've overall trying to implement now all the things that we've learned and take it to the next level.
And does he have a studio, or where does he
Yes, he records everything in-house. Okay. He is a true artist. He does not wait around until he's got the money to pay to you know, go rent somebody else's studio out. He's going to get all the equipment himself so he can play around in there every single day. So yes, he records all his own music, you know, mixes, masters, does it all, produces his beats. Every now and then he collabs with other producers, but the majority of the projects and the music that people know are things that he's produced. Singer, songwriter, it's all done in-house. Any videos that you see have all been done in-house between him and I.
So what did you notice first? Did you notice your son taking a love and liking for music, or did he come to you and say, hey mom, I want to be an artist, will you help me?
Yeah, he actually was a dancer first.
Oh.
And so he was just a kid that was always dancing everywhere we went.
Okay.
So I know he doesn't want me to talk about this, but I still have videos on Facebook from years ago where we would have birthday parties when he would come out and perform and dance.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened, but one day he got too cool for doing all the dancing.
Okay.
And you could just hear him singing, you know, just casually around the house. And I'm like, dude, you can really sing.
Okay.
Like, I didn't know. And then, of course, being part of our family, we're so, you know, in the church. So at the time, it was like, you know, okay, well, you know, get up on here in the youth choir and we need another soloist and all that good stuff. So, and that's just kind of how it sprouted.
So he started with gospel.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And so, you know, of course, as they get older, they're more vocal about the direction that they want to go in. And I just wanted to be there to support them. So my thing was, if you want to make money off of this, then I'm all in, because we need to take it serious. You need somebody else on your team who's willing to understand the business aspect of it and understand how you even make money off of this. But if it's just a hobby, let me know and I'll let you do your thing. So anyway.
Hey, you are a super mom, because a lot of moms will not even go that far.
Man, I really want, because people can trick themselves. They can like something and not put the effort into it that it takes for it to actually be a business. Mm-hmm. And so you'll put effort into it, but it's only hobby worthy effort.
So has he performed anywhere, like out of the city, out of the county?
He has. He's done a lot of things. It's been a long journey. So he's opened up for Genuine.
Wow.
He's done things in Atlanta. Chrisette Michelle opened up for her. We do our own private events where we have our own private shows, and he's done full-on productions where he's done a 45-minute set and it incorporated some theater and some and him performing, and some poetry. So anyway, so we've done this.
Well rounded, honey.
We've done quite a bit. So.
Well, let me ask you this: what would you say is the problem with the Knoxville scene when it comes to music and the entertainment field, and what do you feel like you could suggest that would be the solution for Knoxville? We have a lot of younger guys and gals that are really interested in singing, dancing, playing music, but they struggle with getting their music on the radio and furthering their ventures. So what would you suggest? What's the problem?
I think one of the problems is, well, there's a couple of them. One of them is it's a discouraging place to live because we feel like we haven't seen anybody else do it.
Okay.
You know, we did see Chris Blue on American Idol. I think maybe because Chris Blue is a little bit more gospel, he doesn't reach some audiences, and so there's a lot of audiences here in Knoxville that just feel like they've never seen anybody make it before. Personally, I think that affects the way we support local artists here, because we've never seen anybody really just blow up from here. We just don't have the concept of believing in it, that it can happen here. So I think that's one thing. Two, I think you have way too many people who have found out how easy it is to record themselves, and way too many people who are not meant to do music trying to do music. So I think that is a big problem. If I can say that.
You can say that, because sometimes you wonder, you say, you know, you've had your run, or what is that, like, I think I've seen majority of guys wanting to be rappers here. You know, that was the big thing at one time. I noticed that it's not being presented as well. Once upon a time, that's how everybody wanted to be a rapper, or they was trying to get to a studio and get some studio time, yet other people didn't really know what that was, so they were happy to give what was it, $50 to $100 an hour for a session, ignorant, not even prepared, or had their hour mapped out on what I should be doing. You know, it's like we don't have anybody to guide the youth or the younger generation, so they would know what to do and how to prepare to take advantage of this hour. Do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, I honestly feel like that people need to be educated on what it is that they're really getting into, and I feel like the burnout point, especially in the music industry, comes from realizing that it takes money. You know, it takes a hit song or it takes money. And so a lot of people get excited about this journey because they want to do things that help them emulate the end result. I know I saw an interview with Jay-Z, and I just love how he put that into perspective, that people don't want to emulate the journey, they want to emulate the end result. So you love the part where you're flashing on the, you know, on the camera, and you're looking like you have all the things, all the jewelry, all the cars, all the money. But at the end of the day, has that yielded you a return? Did you make some money off of that music? Did you know how to submit your song to some playlists so that it can get its streaming numbers up? Did you know how to submit it for placements so that you can get paid off of having your music in movies or PlayStation games or things of that nature, commercials? Did you know how to make money off of it? And so if you have not got into that part, then it's easy to get burnt out just spending the money trying to look like you're doing this.
I agree.
And I think that's the point that a lot of people come to, is they realize just how much money it costs to keep going, and whether or not you're really that great of a songwriter, because it takes a hit.
It does. Man, I've noticed some guys and gals have actually been on there and they went viral.
Yeah.
But it was just that one thing, but can you keep it up?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then are you going to commit to doing the work?
Exactly. You can come up with something that's viral worthy, you know, a nice little trend that you ride, but maybe you don't have the catalog for people to circle back to, so it doesn't look like you've been doing this. There's nothing for people to follow along with and go back and understand your story and your history and, you know, where you started before they knew about your viral hit. And so that makes for a lot of short-term careers for a lot of people. They hit that TikTok wave that made them go viral, but they don't have a catalog that sustains them as an artist that somebody can really follow along with. So you know the song, but you don't know the artist.
Correct. Knoxville's a small place, and I know this. I've seen some people from other cities actually come up. I know we all know about Usher being next door. People get excited. I mean, I used to get excited when Tennessee is on the map a little bit, because most people overlook us. You talk about Knoxville, they just want to think UT football, and then that's it. But we actually have a lot of talent here.
We have a lot of talent here.
But it goes unseen. So,
yeah, I think
why?
You know,
how can we take that energy, or what resources, or can we have an audition or something where people can actually come and give us an exhibit of their talent, and maybe somebody can discover them or say, hey, you know, like what was the show, Look Who Has Talent, or even what Mr. Blue was on when he was on the show.
Yes.
Some way, help me get out there. What do I do out there? Not going to play my song on the radio. You know, it depends on who you know to get my song played at a party. You know, so what do they do? I mean, you just kind of lose hope.
I think you have to be intentional about making all those connections and doing the right things. You know, there are suggested tips that will get you to a winning position in music, and regardless of where you're from. And you just have to take advantage of the resources. I know for the young people want to be rappers, Mr. Mac has created an amazing platform for them. I mean, he's got the studio where you can come record. He's got the podcast where you can come on and share your story. He's got an audience of people that listen and follow along with him. And so maybe you need to network with him, and he's got a team of people who can help you do music videos.
Wow.
And things like that. So Knoxville has a Knoxville Music Coalition, KMC. It is a nonprofit organization in Knoxville that is strictly for providing resources and information and platforms and opportunities for local musicians to know how to advance their career. To me, that's a great group to join, to just network with other people, finding other musicians, other producers, people who are willing to shoot music videos and edit them for, maybe what suits your budget. And then having a real plan, being strategic. There's not a whole lot of intention here, so you will see a big group of people who can make it look like they want to do this, but there's not a whole lot of intention other than them wanting to look like it.
Okay.
What are they doing outside of being in the music video? What are they doing to turn it into a business? What are they doing to network with other people in the city? What are they doing to get the city's attention so that the city even knows that they exist? And so I think everybody is just so focused on, well, I'm talented. We have a lot of talent. But talent is just a piece of it. Quincy Jones likes to say that talent is only 25%. The rest of it is business. How do we know you exist? Do you know how many people out there who can sing?
I mean, I think Mac is the one. I mean, he has experienced a lot of things. He even got a contract. He has been most consistent with the music industry and also with the studio. And we'll have to get on Mac and see if he can educate some of us.
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
I think that would really be good if he could do that.
Oh yes, because a lot of people think that they want that record deal. And I think Mr. Mac could probably be a really great example for somebody who can explain to them what that process really looks like versus what people think it looks like, and kind of debunk some of the fantasies that people have around the process of trying to get signed by a label. So, because I don't think that people are educated on what that really means. Okay,
and before we close, and let's see here, what do you plan to do with your social media page, telling us about the trips? Are you going to continue with that? Are you going to provide trips? Or how far are you going to take this?
That's I didn't think about that idea. I definitely, a lot of people ask me the question, am I going to start charging? So here's the deal. Whatever I do as far as making money off of the group, it will not take away from it being a platform where people can freely share the information. Because I want Knoxville to just at the very least say that they knew these events took place. Whether you actually went or not, at least there is a platform being generated where you can easily access information about what there is to do for the urban community in Knoxville. So that will never be taken away from. But I do have some works to start a podcast. I love that the name of the group is WTDIK, so because that kind of spins off of like a radio feel, I'm going to turn it into a little podcast where I can just create a video perspective of what all is going on around town, and yeah, I think that'll be a fun way to add a different element to it.
I think that will really be great.
So yes,
I am so excited and I look forward to that.
Thank you.
And also, I can say a lot of people of color struggle with things to do, especially downtown Knoxville, where they really want to take play and be a part of it, but there's a sense of the disconnect and a little bit of, can you say, diversity is not readily available here.
Yes, and while the city may not be where we would like for it to be, we do have to acknowledge the efforts that some people are out here making to provide us things to do, because we haven't been included in other spaces. So there's a lot of people taking initiative, trying to give us events to do, trying to give us some, some way to be outside.
We're gonna
and
stay
enjoy
tuned
life
with you,
outside of the
girl.
house.
And I'm excited for you. I look forward to your new beginning.
Thank you.
And I think you have what it takes, and I really appreciate you
Thank you
coming
so
out.
much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.